Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel where skincare is all about progression over perfection because perfection doesn't exist. End of month's hits and shits for you today. Some of the best and worst products I've used all month. I will say the two shits today are just products that didn't work for me, but I can see other people really enjoying, but we'll get into that. I'm gonna start off with my first hit, and that is the cream cleanser from Skin Rocks. When I first saw the name cream cleanser, I was instantly transported back to like cold creams. I was kind of like, oh, you know, those really old-fashioned ones that like you used to have to like put on and kind of just like rinse away with a towel. This is nothing like that. It's a cream cleanser. It's not like a cold cream. And I know some people have asked me that as well. This comes in a fragrance-free and fragranced version. It's very much my aesthetic. So the website says that this is a conditioning cream cleanser to gently cleanse the skin whilst respecting your barrier, leaving your skin feeling clean, fresh, and balanced. Caroline Hiron says, a great all-rounder for first, second, or morning cleanse. The cream cleanser is suitable for all skin types and conditions. The formula contains 8 amino acids, squalane, and jojoba seed oil to hydrate and protect the barrier without leaving any residue. And really, that's what I really love about it. First of all, the texture is very unique. When you take it out, it's almost like it just looks like a moisturizer, but when you kind of touch it and start playing around with it, it's kind of like this squishy, cushiony, plush, I describe it, moisturizer. And it does feel like you're just cleansing with a moisturizer. And I know a lot of people like to see foam for them to think a cleanser is working, but this works so well. Makeup, sunscreen, layers of sunscreen, the crap I do with my brother over on the Twin channel, this washes away everything, but so gently, and is actually amazing at a double cleanse. Foaming cleansers aren't necessarily stripping in any way, but if you just don't want to take any risks and you don't want the hassle of trying to experiment with different cleansers that don't leave your skin feeling tight and dry, just go for this cream cleanser. It is so good. It is 32. Okay, I want to say something. It's £32. Whenever I talk about this brand in particular, I always get comments saying how the products are too expensive and the prices aren't justified. This is not from L'Oreal. This is not from the Johnson & Johnson group. This is an independent brand, as are a lot of other independent brands that are similar prices. By all means, go and get yourself something more affordable from the pharmacy if that's what your budget is. There's amazing products in the pharmacy. Online, Cult, Beauty Bay, all that kind of stuff. If you can't justify the money, then don't. It's absolutely fine. But let's remember, a lot of these brands are self-funded. They don't have the means to cut costs in so many different areas because they are an independent brand. As of posting this video, I would have had this cleanser for a month and roughly 2 to 3 weeks, depending on when it goes out. And there is so much left in there, so much left in there. It does say you need to use that amount on the top, but I'm honestly finding that I don't need to use that much. Maybe if you use heavier makeup, you might have to, but honestly, this is a great double cleanse. Another independent brand, this is one of my favorites, Experiment, and this is their buffer jelly. I have tried to film like a short and a TikTok on this, but I just feel like I'm not doing this product justice. This is the buffer jelly barrier boosting oil gel. They describe it as a daily micro slugging oil gel that coats your skin in a jelly light layer of barrier boosting protection. 3% petroleum, works synergistically with 0.5% ceramide, MP, free fatty acids, acai, I can never say that, sterols to target multiple pathways of barrier repair in a lightweight formula. And it is. If you like slugging, but you don't like the feeling of CeraVe's ointment, Vaseline in general, then I have a feeling you're going to love this. Oil gel is a great description because that's what it is. It's a weird, because I don't really like oils, and I say that I've been using oils more, but this feels like a gel cream moisturizer, but a little bit oilier. You can happily layer it all over your skin without feeling trapped, without feeling like sticky and hot and sweaty. We've had heat waves here, and I've been using this absolutely fine. What I love about this is I've had this during hot and cold weather. Obviously, slugging is great at keeping in that hydration, but it's nice to have a slugging product with other benefits, barrier healing benefits, protecting benefits. And what I love about this and another product, which I'll talk about with a bit more time, I need a bit more time with it. In the past few years, I kind of developed more combination skin, with my cheeks definitely being drier than my T-zone. I think my T-zone is forever going to produce oil. And one thing I've noticed with this, and I've used Vaseline, I've used the CeraVe healing ointment, with this in particular, and another product I'm using actually, the very porous dehydrated area here and here looks a lot less porous. They're still there because you can't get rid of your pores, but they don't look as big and dehydrated, basically. And I'm judging that on using how my skin actually looks under an SPF cushion compact that I've been using with a little tint on it. When I first started using it, my face looked like a sponge and you could see every single pore on my face. But ever since really concentrating on adding that hydration and locking it in, which I've always done, but using this in particular to do that, it does appear as though I'm a lot less dehydrated looking. My skin never feels tight, but my pores here for some reason, craziness. I obviously love their super saturated. I'm gonna love this. Such an amazing product if you like slugging. It's gonna be around forever now. It's a good thing to do. So it's nice to see this brand kind of evolve on that. This is a really quick one. This is the e.l.f. Squeeze Me Lip Balm. This is the grape flavored one. It's just a really nice lip balm. Think Laneige, you know, the glossy ones, but cheaper, smaller, but cheaper. But you don't have to use that much. This is shea butter, squalene, hyaluronic acid in. So honestly, a very basic kind of lip product. But for me, it's the staying power of this product. It doesn't lick off easily. It doesn't transfer into cups and straws. It can kind of stay there most of the day. You obviously have to reapply. It's only £4, you know, you can't expect miracles. But what I like about this one is compared to the Laneige glossy tubey thing, and I'm saying that because I feel like they are trying to dupe it, is this is more buildable. I feel like with the Laneige, when you put it on and it's instant shine and an instant mask, I did think it was buildable, but when I used this one, I was like, okay, wow, you can use very base layer of this one just to get moisturization and hydration, or you can build it up and kind of turns into a sleeping mask, a lip mask. What I will say, however, is on the website, they kind of make these products look like tints, and they're not. Like, this really doesn't have much of a tint once you rub it on your lips. I've got the strawberry one and I've got the green one. I can't remember what they are, and they honestly all look the same on the lips. I don't know if that's just because I'm using a very light layer of them, but it's really, really nice for £4. I could buy a couple of these and stick them in every pocket and every bag that I own. This is a brand that I have been loving. Currently, they are only available in Canada, the United States, Australia, and New Zealand. So they're not in the UK yet, but they are worth waiting for or getting a shipping service, because this Build Skincare B Cream, the weightless hydrating facial cream, is honestly one of the nicest, lightest, yet most nourishing and moisturizing moisturizers I have ever used, ever. This has to be one of my favorite products of all time ever. And when this comes into stock, it goes out of stock really quick because people are waiting for this. They cannot get enough of this product. So on the website, they say B Cream utilizes tried and true ingredients to provide hydration and lightweight moisture retention. A simple blend of neutral emollients and humectants help to recharge the water levels in your skin. Glycerin attracts moisture to the skin, while B Cream's specially formulated lamellar gel structure mimics the skin's natural lipid layer and enhanced penetration and retention of water in deeper layers of the skin. I think you have the wrong number. You know, I think that's what I like about it, is whilst it's very basic and it does the job a moisturizer is supposed to do, there are so many products like that, so many. So that's when it comes down to the formulation for me and the feeling of the formulation on my skin, the user experience. And for a product with squalane, petroleum, glycerin, all really, really nice ingredients. This is another moisturizer that kind of prefers glycerin over hyaluronic acid, and I agree with that. I love that. But we've also got squalane and petroleum in here, and medium chain triglycerides. I don't know what that means, but I'm guessing it's something to do with ceramides. Whatever it is, this just feels so lightweight, but not too light, nourishing enough without feeling heavy. All at one time, it feels like it quenches my skin with the hydration it needs, yet feeling like it's calming and soothing and restoring my skin, whilst moisturizing enough to not feel like my skin is left dry and tight. It's just honestly a perfect moisturizer. If you have combination skin, you are going to love this because it cares for every type of skin type on my face all equally. This with this over the top of it, or even this with their own bee balm over the top of it. I'll talk about this another time, but it's amazing. I just wake up with really nice skin, really nice looking skin. As I mentioned about the about my pores and all that kind of stuff. The last 4 weeks, honestly, I have been so happy with the way the pores on my middle of my forehead looks, here and on my nose looks. And I feel like the main products I have been using are by Build, Experiment, Astura, just really focusing on that hydration and then retaining that hydration. I just want more from this brand. I've got all their products and I'm using the serum right now. I just want I want more from them because I just want to try their version of everything. I just want to try, I just want to see what they have, you know? Okay, let's get into the shits. And I want to start with this one because it's not really a shit. It just wasn't enough for me. This is the Vichy Mineral 89 72-hour moisture boosting cream. I mentioned this in a TikTok buying the ads video, and I said I'll give you an update on it. It's probably been about 3 weeks, and I've been using it on and off, not as much as I really should be for, I guess, a long-term review. Usually I like to give everything over 4 weeks, but I just kind of had to stop using this because for a 72-hour moisture boosting cream, I felt very tight and dry almost instantly. So this is the cream version of their basically hyaluronic acid serum. It's got hyaluronic acid, squalane, vitamin B3 and E, lipids, and their volcanic mineral water in here. It just feels very, very normal. Do you know what I mean? Like this is meant to be a hydrating moisturizer, and when I use that, it's kind of almost like shameful that they call this a hydrating cream because it's not enough for me. Even in my oily T-zone, I feel like I'm using an old-fashioned style gel cream for oily skin. Do you know what I mean? Like it's on the skin and I feel quite nice, like literally within the first hour. Then like the next hour, I'm like, where's that all gone? I'm feeling tight. My skin looks parched. For a claim of 72-hour moisture boosting, it just wasn't enough for me. It's extremely light. If you're very oily, super oily, you may really, really enjoy this one. Maybe a nice one to put on under a slugging cream, but for me, it's not enough. It's not enough for me whatsoever. In the day when I do want to keep my skin looking hydrated and dewy and plump, I will put a sunscreen over this, and especially if it's got zinc in it or it's tinted, my skin feels dry and you can see all that texture. So yeah, it's not for me. I think if you're very, very oily, you might really like it. If you like the feeling of not so dewy, plump skin, you might enjoy this too. The next shit, again, isn't really a shit. I think I was more just disappointed by it, and I don't enjoy the texture of this. This is the Ultraviolet SPF 50 Dream Screen Tinted Veil. I am loving the other ultraviolet products I purchased from Space NK. Really nice sunscreens, very elegant, easy to use. They say after years fielding relentless demands from both VI? Who's VI? Who's VI? And our friendly community of future proofers, we got into the lab to create our most requested product, a tinted SPF for skin that woke up on the right side of radiant. They say it comes in 15 flexible shades that offer sheer to light coverage with a silky consistency that's buildable for soft, suspiciously flawless skin. Daydream Screen layers effortlessly over your fave sunscreen, buffing and blending into natural glowing finish that won't go oily, patchy, or sensitive. Not for me. I tried this on its own because I thought it was just like a tinted moisturizer. It felt very dry, almost like a little bit powdery on the skin, very silky. So I was like, you know what? I've done that wrong. I need to apply it over a moisturizer or over a sunscreen. It's an SPF 50. And I will say you can use the correct dose of this without looking like you're covered in some kind of crazy tinted color. My issue with this, even over really hydrated skin, a really nice soft sunscreen or hydrating moisturizer, this just feels like a very dry foundation, I guess. I don't know a lot about makeup. Well, okay, let's say very zinc heavy sunscreen. It made my skin look very dry. It made my skin look almost powdery. There was absolutely nothing glowing about my skin after this. It almost looked a little bit Dream Matte Mousse on me, if I'm being honest. But what I will say is my skin didn't feel sensitive after using this. It felt absolutely fine. It just looked like shit, to be honest with you. So not my favorite. I feel like there are a lot of other better tinted sunscreens. And I guess this is meant to lean more on the makeup side of that. But for me, it was just so dry. It was so drying, so dry. So yes, those are my hits and shits for this month. Mainly the shits, as I want to reiterate, are just not good for me. I know a lot of people who love these products, so definitely check them out. If it sounds like something your skin might enjoy, you can watch some more product reviews here and some general light entertainment here, and I'll see you over there.